You guys, everyone say good morning.
Good morning. Good night. Good morning.
We're going to La Verna and we're waiting for people.
Which technically is in Tuscany. I think, well, listen to this. We're in Italy. I have a white hood and we're going to Tuscany. I'm in Tuscany. Yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah, we are.
La Verna. Geography.
Those are like loud clouds, like, boy, they were really quiet.
Yeah, go, oh, that's too loud.
Like people are gonna think that there's shots fired.
Wait, what?
What are literally?
Off the main road at Pieve Santo Stefano, and that's the little village that's up ahead. Just like Milwaukee, they're doing road work everywhere. It's been going on a long time for those of us from the city of Milwaukee. To your left, and eventually we're going to cross over a little stream. It is the Tiber River. It's hard to believe because once you see the river in Rome, it becomes very, very large. But the Tiber River begins, its origins are up here in the Tuscan region. And so we kind of laugh when we cross this little trickle of a stream because who can imagine that it will become the mighty Tiber that we will see in Rome. This is the little city that we have to go through and make our way to the beginning of an ascent up to La Verna. It's going to be some slow turns, gradual turns, and the scenery is just beautiful as we make our way up the mountain. We're crossing on this bridge here, and if you look out either side of the bus, you can say you saw the Tiber River. Look at that little stream. Actually, it's got more water in it than it usually does. So here we go. We make our way through the city and we'll begin the ascent. I'll point out a couple of things as we make our way, because one of the things that's interesting to most pilgrims is we're going to pass a sign a couple of curves up that says that if you turn left here, you will go to Michelangelo's birthplace. Michelangelo was born up in this region here, and as we know about Michelangelo, he became one of the greatest sculptors, and this is a region famous for its marble. Marble was harvested here, and so you can kind of put Michelangelo together with his home place and why he became who he did and why he understood marble in such a significant way. When we get to Rome in a few days, we will see one of his most famous works in the Basilica of St. Peter's, and that's his Pietà. But to link that with this region and his familiarity, he grew up with the stone, and I think he understood that stone better than almost any other sculpture in the world. Perhaps Bernini rivals him in that, but Michelangelo will see a sign, and I'll kind of point that out. Road that will take you to the left and for a visit to the little village or the town where Michelangelo was born. Be right here. La Verna is another 16 kilometers, but before we get to La Verna, we'll see Chiusi della Verna, which is a little village that's just below the sanctuary. And at that point, I'll tell you a little story about that town and Francis's encounter with a man named Count Orlando, who meets Francis and ends up giving Francis a gift of the entire mountain that we're going to be visiting. So just enjoy the view for now, and then I'll come back on when we get closer to the Chiusi della Verna. which is really right below us, down the side of the mountain. And Count Orlando gifted him with this entire mountain. There is a document in which Orlando's sons get it notarized, because this is a verbal agreement initially. And in the 1280s, we have a written document signed by the sons of Count Orlando with a stamp and a signature notarized. And in that document, they want to read it because they want to be so certain that the brothers hold this mountain in perpetuity, forever. And they say, every tree, every rock, every stream, every piece of this mountain is to be given to the brothers in perpetuity. And so they still own this mountain, but over the years people have come to visit, and it's really a park right now. You may have seen that sign as we were coming in. It marks the hiking trails, and we're going to follow one of those trails when we climb the mountain and enjoy our lunch. But anyway, Francis returns home in 1213, but he sends the two other brothers that were with him on to explore this place. And then in 1214, Francis makes his first visit here. And he is just so taken aback with the beauty of the mountain. And I'm going to stop, and I want you to just listen to the birds for just a minute, because when he arrived, the story is that the birds themselves welcomed him. And so down below here, there's a little stream that goes down around a couple of bends. And the very first place that was built was called the Chapel to the Birds. Now, Francis and the brothers get close here. Say Francis slept. It's down the steps into the room. And then this beauty. Incredible.
I don't know. I said I don't know, Lizzie. Wow. This is incredible.
So much. This is amazing.
Because this is where St. Francis slept when he was here.
Is he? Is this really?
Yeah, he slept in this cave.
Oh wow.
Building camera.
We all died.
Okay, there's too many people down here now.
Yeah.
There are like too many people down here now. Like we can't get out now. We can't get out now.
It's nice and cool. Oh, this is too amazing.
Susie, the sun is just like cascading on your face.
Thank you. Dang. That's what Scott's at.